Welcome to another episode of Untold Legends, where I take a deep dive into your favorite fictional stories. Last time on the Mortal Kombat retrospective series, I covered the Special Forces military badass mom, Sonya Blade. I detailed her origins as a character created due to extra development time, her early history that would have been had Mortal Kombat Special Forces incorporated her, all the way through her struggles to keep Earthrealm safe from inter-realm threats, and her alternate future where the hardened soldier became a mom, and was forced to give the ultimate sacrifice for her family, and her younger version learned to accept the fate that was possibly to come. Today I'll be covering yet another additional, highly requested character, another Earthrealm deity, one of the few really cool characters from Mortal Kombat's 3D era, the majestic god of wind Fujin, younger brother of Raiden, and the sibling with the much more compassionate, softer heart. Fujin was very much a late addition to the Mortal Kombat series when it was well into its popularity. In the early days of Mortal Kombat, you only ever heard of Raiden and the Elder Gods. None of Raiden's fellow lesser gods were ever really important, until the infamous side game Mortal Kombat Mythologies, Sub-Zero. The Sub-Zero focused prequel to the original Mortal Kombat that set the stage for, at the time, the upcoming Mortal Kombat 4. In his first appearance, Fujin was simply an end-stage boss alongside 3 other Earthrealm gods. He didn't even have an official name in the game, simply known as the Wind God. And we have the Earth God, the Water God, and the Fire God, each of them never seen again, with the exception of the Wind God. If it isn't obvious enough, he's got complete control of all things related to wind, using it both for transportation and attacks. His first appearance may have been Sub-Zero, but his first appearance as a playable combatant was Mortal Kombat 4, where he was given the name Fujin officially for the first time. Fujin was inspired by the Japanese wind god of the same name, one of the eldest gods of the Shinto religion. He was often portrayed as a demon-like character with green skin, red hair, and a bag filled with wind on the shoulders, and sometimes represented next to his brother Raiden, the god of lightning and storms that inspired Raiden. In Mortal Kombat, Fujin's human form is very different from mythology. It resembles a man with long white hair, glowing eyes, and a Chinese symbol on his back that translates closest to air or sky. And Raiden and Fujin being siblings is something that made its way into the series eventually. Until Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath, it was a fact that was never mentioned within the games themselves. The official strategy guide for Mortal Kombat 4 identified them as brothers, and so did the Japanese instruction manual, which also revealed that he enjoys sponge cake. As Fujin appeared throughout the series, relationships with existing characters were also established over time, including an early confrontation with Bi-Han, and he was the god that originally blessed an ancient tribe, Johnny Cage's ancestors.
It doesn't exist without me. They can pay. Hold on.
I bless the ancient tribe that bore your line.
Wait a tick. Are you my great-great-grandpa?
No, he was insufferable, just like you. You are more smug than usual.
Fujin's in-game history stretches back before the original Mortal Kombat, Earthrealm's 10th tournament. He was one of the gods responsible for protecting Shinnok's amulet, a powerful relic locked away in the Temple of the Elements. It was kept hidden to keep the Elder God of Death from regaining his full powers and escaping the Netherrealm. The original Sub-Zero, Bi-Han, was hired by Shinnok's right-hand sorcerer Quan Chi to steal the amulet, a job that brought him face-to-face with Fujin near the entrance of the temple. Raiden was outraged that Sub-Zero dared to steal the amulet, and forced him to fix his mistake. And as far as Fujin, an Earthrealm god was not so easily destroyed by mortal hands. By the time of Mortal Kombat 4 in Gold, Fujin had already reformed and regained his human form, and Shinnok was already enacting his plan to escape the Netherrealm. Using the help of Quan Chi, he finally escaped through a portal in Edenia. From Edenia, his minions and demon forces launched an invasion in an attempt to take over all the realms. Shinnok's first objective was to attack the Eternal Palace of the Elder Gods. Fujin defended them by himself, but was eventually swarmed by an army of Netherrealm demons. He fought valiantly, but was sent plummeting back into Earthrealm. Fujin crashed violently, leaving a crater behind near a location where Liu Kang was training with his Shaolin student Kai. They both set out to investigate and found demons surrounding the injured Fujin. Liu Kang and Kai defended Fujin and held monsters at bay back to back until Raiden arrived with a powerful electric shock. The area was safe for now, and Raiden explained what was happening. The Elder Gods were at war with Shinnok. Raiden and Fujin were the last two of Earthrealm's gods that remained, and the attack on the Elder Gods had left them weakened. It was crucial that Earthrealm's combatants form together and travel into Edenia to stop Shinnok, or it would be the end of all the realms. In the meantime, Fujin and Raiden returned to the Elder God's palace to battle Shinnok's forces. During the events of Mortal Kombat 4 in Gold, after defending the Elder Gods, Fujin joined in the attack on Shinnok. At the end of the struggle, it was Liu Kang that defeated the Elder God of Death and sent him plummeting back into the Netherrealm. After Shinnok's downfall, Raiden was offered a place among the Elder Gods, and Fujin replaced him as the new protector of Earthrealm.
Our forces of light have defeated Shinnok. Now, I must return to my duties as Earth's God of Wind.
You have served your element well, Fujin, but we have a new mission for you.
Raiden? Our battle with Shinnok's forces is over. I must move on to my new position as an Elder God. And you, Fujin, you must take my former position as Protector of Earth.
Raiden,
It will be my honor to succeed you. Take special care of the mortals of Earth. They are great people, but have the ability to self-destruct. Be patient and offer your wisdom and guidance. Farewell, Thunder God. I will not fail you. That is why I picked you.
Fujin wasn't involved in the events of Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance or Deception, but he did encounter younger Shujinko while he was unknowingly on a quest to revive the evil Onaga the Dragon King. Fujin was traveling the realm searching for new wisdom he could use in his role as the God of Wind. Travels that took him to Saito, the Realm of Order.
You are from Earthrealm, are you not? I am Fujin, God of Wind. I have entered this realm to locate an old text on the laws of nature. I might return to Earthrealm sooner if you help me find it. You will be rewarded for your efforts, of course. Yes, this is the book I was searching for. It will aid me greatly in my defense of Earthrealm. Take these trinkets as a reward.
Eventually, years of constant combat were affecting the fabric of reality, and a temporal Armageddon was approaching. If it wasn't stopped, all of reality would come apart. The Edenian god Argus and his wife Delia developed a plan to save the realms with the creation of the elemental Blaze. Blaze had the ability to grant unlimited power upon its destruction, and they prepared their sons Taven and Dagon to find and defeat Blaze in combat. Before the time of Armageddon, Taven was awakened after being sealed away. It was time to begin his quest to track down Blaze. Fujin knew the two brothers well and questioned Argus when they disappeared. All Argus told the Wind God about his plot was that his sons would bring about a new world. Fujin suspected that Argus's plan might have been noble, but it was being corrupted by evil, and he was correct. Shinnok and his army of darkness discovered Blaze and his power and developed plans to claim it as their own. To uncover answers of his own, Fujin searched for Taven and wanted to know more about his quest.
Stop, Taven.
Fujin!
I sense that there is more significance to your actions here than is apparent. I suggest you return to Edenia immediately.
I would like some information first. The Red Dragon have attacked me twice. I'd like to know the reason, and I'm not leaving until I find it.
Such ignorance. I will stop you, by force if necessary.
I respect you, Fujin. You are a friend to my family. But I will not leave.
Then you leave me no choice.
Fight! I didn't want to do that. Fujin has been an ally for many ages. But I need to confront the Red Dragon. This must be the entrance to their stronghold. I hope they haven't been alerted to my presence. I'll soon find out.
Fujin attempted to uncover the secrets of Blaze by force, but failed, and Taven continued his quest. There was much turmoil on Earthrealm that needed Fujin's attention. Raiden had lost himself to a much darker personality, and resurrected the corpse of Liu Kang as a lethal enforcer without mercy. Fujin reached out to gods from other realms about possible reasons for Raiden's current madness. Fujin joined forces with Kung Lao to find both the corpse of Liu Kang and Raiden, but Johnny Cage put a pause on their plans. Cage helped gather an army to fight for the power of Blaze, the forces of light, to counter Shinnok's army of darkness. The time of Armageddon had arrived, and only one warrior could claim Blaze's power. Fujin joined the forces of light, and in his non-canon Armageddon ending, Fujin defeated Blaze and created a new realm.
As the energy of Blaze coursed through Fujin, it transformed the Wind God into a storm of justice. His power increased exponentially. He created a new realm from the shattered remnants of worlds that had fallen victim to Shao Kahn's aggression. From there, the forces of light will stage their operations, with Kung Lao as Fujin's commanding general.
In the canon version of events, Fujin died alongside the rest of the combatants, and Shao Kahn claimed the power of Blaze, and was preparing to claim his place as the destroyer of reality. In a last-ditch effort, Raiden communicated through his medallion and sent a message to the past to prevent this history from ever happening. The message from the future reached his younger self during Earthrealm's 10th tournament. The events of this new history vastly differed from the original era. In this era, Fujin was deeply compassionate for humans, and even Raiden warned him not to become too attached to them. For a time, Fujin chose to live among them to understand them better, and often argued with Raiden about separating his own duty as the Wind God from his feelings for humans. In this era, Shao Kahn was still defeated, but many of Earthrealm's warriors lost their lives, and were recreated as Netherrealm revenants, undead loyal servants to Shinnok and Quan Chi. And Shinnok, during the events of Mortal Kombat X, still escaped the Netherrealm and attacked Earthrealm with his demon forces. Fujin and Raiden stood against him and fought off his army, as Shinnok attempted to gain access to Earthrealm's Jinsei, the source of Earthrealm's life force. If Shinnok accessed and corrupted the Jinsei, his darkness would spread throughout all the realms. With the help of Johnny Cage and Earthrealm's special forces, Fujin and Raiden were able to successfully seal Shinnok away in his amulet prison.
Raiden, we must refortify the portal's defenses below.
No, Fujin. It is too late.
The will not touch the Jinsei.
Oh, I will. And all of Earthrealm will learn the truth of death.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. Didn't see you there.
Miserable wretch! Insignificant speck of feculent scum! How dare you! No!
Quan Chi and the others, they're gone. A surge of power within the chamber overwhelmed my senses.
We can deal with Quan Chi later, Kinshi. We've netted a bigger prize this day.
Shinnok's amulet. And within it,
Old fish face himself.
Let us take the amulet to the Elder Gods. They cannot destroy it. No one can. They might offer counsel. Shinnok can never escape.
After Shinnok's defeat, Raiden took the amulet to the Elder Gods, and in a dark ritual, they sealed it away in a dark dimension locked by several keys. The keys were daggers called the Kamidogu, one that represented each known realm. During the events of the Mortal Kombat X comic series, Raiden used one of the Kamidogu, the dagger of the Order realm, to enhance his sight and intuition. Raiden believed there was some sort of demon plotting a scheme in Earthrealm, and he had to find him. Fujin advised Raiden against invoking blood magic to seek his answers, but Raiden often didn't listen to his younger brother's advice. The energy blast from using the dagger injured Fujin with a wound that would have killed a mortal instantly, but Raiden healed him immediately. What Raiden didn't know was that the cleric of the Chaos Realm, Havik, had corrupted the daggers, and using them left the user open to Havik's possession. Havik's ultimate goal was to steal the daggers and claim Shinnok's amulet as his. Later on, Fujin went to visit his brother again, and Raiden was disturbed that Earthrealm's Jinsei was rejecting him. Fujin reported that Shang Tsung's island seemed to be the incursion point where this mysterious demon was operating from. Fujin also told Raiden the Jinsei could sense the influence of the Kamidogu, and it was choosing to reject Raiden. Fujin carried his brother away, but Havik's plot was already slowly unfolding. Multiple people had already fallen under his influence, and Takeda, the son of Kenshi and student of Hanzo Hasashi, was seeking help to fight him. Takeda traveled to the Sky Temple to visit Fujin and found him impaled on a wall, but still living. Raiden was fully corrupted by the Kamidogu and Havik's blood magic. Takeda helped Fujin from the wall and took him to the Jinsei chamber to heal his wounds. He was fully replenished, so strong that he felt he could tear down a mountain. Takeda asked Fujin for his help, but Fujin's duty was too important. He had to remain in the Sky Temple and protect Earthrealm's Jinsei. Leaving it unprotected was far too dangerous. Although he couldn't leave, he could still help equip Takeda with the tools he needed. Weapons blessed by a god. Fujin bestowed upon Takeda a traditional Shirai Ryu mask to protect his face and razor whips that would allow him to strike from a distance. Takeda used the weapons given to him by Fujin and attacked Havik and his minions on Shang Tsung's island. But ultimately it was Hanzo Hasashi that defeated Havik, by removing his head and delivering it to the Netherrealm. Eventually, Shinnok did return, just like in the events of Mortal Kombat 4 in Gold, but was defeated by the daughter of Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade. During the events of Mortal Kombat 11, Raiden fell under the influence of Shinnok's amulet's dark power, and he tortured Shinnok, removed his head and left it as a prize for the revenants of Liu Kang and Kitana, the new rulers of the Netherrealm. Shinnok's mother Kronika, the titan responsible for the flow of time, sought revenge against Raiden. She desired to create a new era, a new timeline free from the partnership of Liu Kang and Raiden. Over eons, she had been experimenting with small changes to the timelines in order to create her own perfect era, manipulating the lives of all who lived. To begin her work, it would take time, and she needed protection while beginning to craft her new timeline. She reached out to multiple potential allies through the eras, and sought to remove any possible threats. One of the threats was Fujin, and she sent her enforcers Frost and Garrus to destroy him.
Was sacrificing your body worth it?
I'm the perfect weapon now.
Then how is it you still fail?
Round one, fight!
Sent to finish the job.
Since Frost proved incapable, yes.
You'll prove no better, Garrus.
Round one, fight!
Frost and Garrus both failed. Fujin spared Frost's life, and Garrus was impossible to kill. He would reform and become even stronger than before. In his non-canon Mortal Kombat 11 ending, Fujin defeated Kronika and claimed the power of her hourglass. He used its incredible abilities to gain an even deeper understanding of mortals.
As the new Keeper of Time, I was overwhelmed by my responsibilities. Who was I to design the destinies of mortals? As their protector, I had spent eons safeguarding them. But while I had grown to appreciate mortals deeply, I understood precious little about their daily existence. So I used the hourglass to live hundreds of thousands of lifetimes, to span the possibilities of realm, race, gender, and faith. Most importantly, I learned the simple joy of ending each day in the warm embrace of family. Humbled by my new wisdom, I bend the arc of history, not to my will, but to the service of those who must live it. While it is beyond my power to guarantee outcomes, I will give mortals the chance to have better, more peaceful lives.
In the canon version of events, Fujin never fought Kronika. She reached out to him directly to enlist his aid, and he refused, so she trapped him in a void outside of time where it couldn't interfere, along with Nightwolf and Shang Tsung, who both also rejected Kronika's offer of alliance. Past and present merged while Kronika began her work, and with the help of Raiden, Liu Kang became a god himself. Fire God Liu Kang used his newfound abilities to destroy Kronika and became the new god responsible for the flow of time. In the aftermath of their battle, Liu Kang attempted to create a new era without Kronika's influence with the help of Raiden, but Shang Tsung, Nightwolf, and Fujin emerged from the void to warn Liu Kang about the upcoming crisis. Kronika's crown was destroyed during the battle, and it was necessary to control the power of the hourglass. Without it, all of time would break. Raiden immediately suspected the evil sorcerer of mischief, but this time, Shang Tsung was telling the truth.
We will not hear it.
In defeating Kronika, you destroyed her crown. Without it, you can't restart history. The hourglass will shatter. All realms will be lost.
Fujin, is this true?
Kronika's every action was taken to ensure her crown's preparation. She would not dare to restart history without it.
Kronika came to each of us. For our help, she offered places in her new era. For refusing her, we were banished to a void beyond time.
We could observe the events leading up to your siege of the keep, but we were powerless to intervene.
But then you killed Kronika.
What do you propose, sorcerer?
That you send me into the past to steal the crown from my island before Kronika sends Cetrion to claim it. I'll then deliver it to Lord Raiden, and together we'll defeat Kronika.
He has a point, Raiden. Fujin, a word?
Inevitably, our interests will diverge.
This alliance is temporary. Have no illusions otherwise.
I understand your misgivings, but it is the only way.
But the risk, Liu Kang,
Will be rewarded. Say nothing to Nightwolf. We will proceed with your plan, Shang Tsung. I must stay behind to operate the hourglass, but Nightwolf and Fujin will go with you to supervise.
I welcome the assistance.
Liu Kang sent the trio to retrieve the crown from the past of that same timeline before Liu Kang faced Kronika, and both Nightwolf and Fujin watched Shang Tsung carefully. Neither trusted him, but he was a necessary ally, the only one that understood the crown's function since he designed it. When they arrived in the past, they found themselves in Shao Kahn's Coliseum as Kitana attacked for the rulership of Outworld. They arrived much later than anticipated, and time was running short. It was important to remain undetected to keep this timeline from changing, but that was a task more difficult than anticipated.
We must escape quickly. Changing this battle's outcome could cause Cetrion to claim the crown earlier than expected.
And guarantee a failure.
Let's go!
We escaped the battle undetected.
Shang Tsung,
Or not.
where have you been hiding? You can sort with Earthrealmers now.
His business is none of yours, Collector. Kitana has defeated Shao Kahn.
He always had more ego than skill.
Come, let us leave while the crowd is distracted.
They left the Colosseum and realized they couldn't retrieve the crown alone. They needed help. Shang Tsung suggested they find the Revenant of Sindel and bring her back to life, a plan that both Nightwolf and Fujin thought was crazy. In this era, Fujin and Nightwolf believed that Sindel was just as evil as Shao Kahn when she was alive, but Shang Tsung argued that she was bewitched.
Sindel,
Sindel's a revenant.
who can be restored to life. It's a tactic Kronika is unlikely to anticipate.
She was Shao Kahn's empress, his equal in evil.
Because he had her bewitched. Returning Sindel to life will restore her original, more heroic self.
And if we fail? The Sindel I knew wiped out most of Earthrealm's champions in a single battle. If Nightwolf hadn't sacrificed himself, she would have killed them all.
And that is the power we need to assure victory against Cetrion.
The plan to resurrect Sindel was a difficult one. They had to travel into the heart of the Netherrealm, infiltrate Shinnok's Bone Temple, and take her captive. After that, they needed to use the life-giving property of Earthrealm's Jinsei, combined with Fujin and Shang Tsung's magic, while using a soul chamber. But many obstacles stood in their way, including Garrus, the Netherrealm Revenants, and many arguments against resurrecting Sindel.
Is he finished?
I am eternal, Fujin. My will and my strength infinite.
Was that necessary?
To buy us time. We must be rid of him before he recovers.
Fujin, summon the wind.
Where did you send him?
Chaos Realm. Havoc will keep him entertained.
Let's get to the Netherrealm.
Nightwolf. Shang Tsung.
Raiden's violence against our lord will not go unavenged, Fujin. Prepare to pay for your brother's sins. Am I alive? Is this real?
No, Mother. This reunion is a blessing, but we have little time to celebrate. We must leave for Shang Tsung's island to finish our quest.
Sindel was back and seemed to be free of any evil influences, as the compassionate Fujin was quick to paint the reunion of mother and daughter as a beautiful experience that should be treasured. What Fujin didn't know is that this version of Sindel was very much devoted to Shao Kahn, and was forming plans of her own to work alongside Kahn as his queen. For now, they all traveled to Shang Tsung's island to retrieve his crown, a place where Fujin had to prove his superiority of the wind, clearly expressed his distrust of Shang Tsung, and faced an old foe returned from the dead.
You may run like the wind, Cabal, but I command it. You should have devised a better plan. There's more to come.
You will be returned to the void. Not even she can help you.
Too slow. I expected better, Fujin. Out spins. Now do I meet your expectations?
Sindel and I will occupy her. You two get the crown.
I must ask, sorcerer. How long before you betray us?
I find your lack of faith amusing.
When it happens, we will be ready.
Do me a favor, Fujin, and take one giant step back. You too, sorcerer.
fun. Amusing, but insufficient.
You lost to me at your temple, Fujin. Now Kronika has made me even stronger.
You did not win that fight. You ran away. You should have fled this fight, too. Kronika's promises cannot be trusted, Jackson. Biha, Kano, Shao Kahn. Look at the scoundrels she employs.
That's a card you can't play, Fujin.
Kronika will not heal your wounds, Jackson.
Damn it, Fujin. You know what I've suffered. Kronika's my one chance to prevent all that. Not just for me, but for Jackie, for Vera. Shit. You're a god. Ain't no way you get how this feels.
You know the only time Raiden and I ever fought? When I left the Sky Temple to live among humans. Do not become attached to them, Fujin. Sentiment will impede the execution of your duty. But warriors like you and I, we are strengthened by sentiment. We do not fight to kill enemies. We fight to protect our loved ones. That is why it cuts so deeply when we fail.
Well, I'll be. Maybe you do get it.
Kronika knows your pain. She manipulates you with it. Jacqueline is on her way here. Kronika expects you to fight her. Worse even, break her heart. Is that someone who cares one whit about you or your family?
Jax was manipulated by Kronika to serve her, and Fujin used his closeness to humanity to talk him away from serving her. The crown was retrieved, and Kronika sent her daughter, the Elder God of Life, Cetrion, to retrieve it. But the combined power of the combatants was too strong. Cetrion lost the battle and was sent back to her mother. At this point, nobody could predict what would happen next, since the timeline was already altered at various points. Fujin and Shang Tsung traveled to the Shiraryu Fire Gardens to inform Raiden of their progress, but the Thunder God became suspicious the moment he saw Shang Tsung by his brother.
Shang Tsung!
We must speak with you, brother.
We, Fujin? Since when are you friends with this filth?
I'm here to save you, Raiden.
We hail from your tragic future. In it, Liu Kang defeated Kronika, but their battle destroyed her crown. Without this, a broken timeline couldn't be repaired.
Our only hope was to return here, steal the crown, and make use of its power.
Now we can change the outcome of the fight against Kronika. We can defeat her and fix time.
I had never thought you gullible, brother. Shang Tsung's schemes serve only to benefit him. How could you fall for such lies?
Be rational, Raiden.
Spread your falsehoods elsewhere, sorcerer. You will not deceive us.
Lord Raiden, we should listen. He may be telling the truth.
There is only one way to find out. Now, Shang Tsung, the truth!
Raiden, stop this!
Step aside, Liu Kang.
Put down the amulet. Its darkness is taking hold of you.
You also betray me.
This is not the way. Shang Tsung is not the enemy this time.
The
realms hang in the balance, and you form this unholy alliance? Enough of this madness. If you both must die, so be it.
My brother is my problem. I will signal if I need help. Shinnok's amulet inflames your anger and clouds your judgments. Have faith in me. Now listen, brother. We're running out of time.
I am a fool. I have allowed myself to become a slave to anger. I will not allow my temper to fracture our resolve further.
Lord Fujin, Shang Tsung, I trust you are enjoying your travels.
Fujin, the crown.
It is a mistake challenging a Titan. Now I end your existence.
You are vulnerable, Kronika.
Fujin and his allies fought off Kronika momentarily, but the final confrontation was soon to come, and the crown's power was much for Fujin to bear. Like Shinnok's amulet, its powers were a temptation that left the user weakened and strained, due to how difficult it was for someone other than Shang Tsung to control. In the final battle against Kronika's fortress, Fujin stood outside, along with Shang Tsung and Raiden, where he would use the power of the crown one last time, before Shang Tsung revealed his devious treachery.
No, Fujin.
I need but a moment. Lead the charge.
Go. I'll cover him. There's the citadel I remember.
No rest for the weary. Hold on to me.
must wield it against Sindel and Shao Kahn.
I will do it. Save your strength for Liu Kang.
No, brother. The crown is our burden to share. Thank you. Your lies are revealed, sorcerer.
Shang Tsung?
You should be more vigilant, Fujin.
Fujin was still alive, but Shang Tsung swore to use the two Earthrealm gods as an endless supply of soul energy to power his ambitions. This is the last time Fujin appeared in this timeline. Liu Kang was well aware of Shang Tsung's betrayal and challenged him in combat for the crown. In the end of the battle, a new timeline was being crafted with a vastly different, unknown future. As for Fujin, will he reappear as a fellow Earthrealm god with his own duties? Or is Fujin destined to forever cast his responsibilities aside to keep Earthrealm safe from evil sorcerers and warlords?